Let's talk you through some movers we're watching today. American Express is slipping despite reporting record revenue in the quarter. The revenue did miss analysts' estimates, and some really interesting commentary coming from Amex CEO Steve Squeri, who spoke to our Brian Sozzi and said, right now I consider it a steady state environment because we've basically been in this environment for the last 18 months. I see us continuing to perform as the environment stays like this, and to be honest, I don't see the environment changing very much. He talked about that inflation would continue to go a little bit higher, that he didn't see the economy falling off a cliff. But I thought that was quite interesting here, sort of status quo, steady as she goes.
And it shows look, Amex, they have a stronger customer base when you compare it to, say, Visa or MasterCard. But they are seeing, continued demand through their consumers, spending holding up for travel and experiences. It's something that we've continued to talk about with different analysts and whatnot. So Amex's results showing that, they did a line item on $1.2 billion for credit losses, so that's up, but nothing
surprising. What we've heard from the other
financials. Exactly. One thing I found that was interesting: their new consumer accounts, more than 60% of them are Gen Z and millennial. I mean, some of these Gen Zers aren't even, to me, old enough to have a card. I guess the 20s. High end of it, yes.
Yeah.
The high end of it,
some of the other figures that stood out to me: volume overall was up by 8%, but that was the smallest figure since the first quarter of 2021. That was also a smaller number than anticipated. Travel and entertainment spending up 14%. That includes restaurants, by the way, where they were seeing a lot of spending. And they renewed their partnership with Hilton. That's now going for another 10 years through 2033. And that is one of the longest extensions that they've ever done with a co-branded credit card. So just an interesting tidbit in there as we see travel continue to be hot.
It is.